Hello, I'm Adam and welcome to my 3x3 piston elevator tutorial. It's exclusive to Bedrock and all the items you need will be listed down in the video description. Check it out down below. It's survival friendly and if you show it to all of your friends, I'm sure they'll all be super impressed. Oh no, maybe not. It's flush on top, which means it's brilliant for hidden bases. So when you're ready, get a 17x9 area prepared and get building. Let's go. Okay, first off you're going to get your obsidian, place it here. This is going to be the middle of the elevator. Now place your 2 sticky pistons above that, now 2 slime blocks on top of there. Now we want to get your observers, place the first one just next to, facing into the top slime block. Now we want the second one just off to the right here. And now we need 2 sticky pistons facing down and 2 more slime blocks. Now that's basically the engine. We place these 4 extra sticky pistons facing up towards the actual platform that you're going to stand on in the elevator. We now need 5 honey blocks in this pattern and 6 slime blocks in this pattern. These will hold the platform and push it up and pull it back down, depending on whether you're going up and down or in the elevator. Now the platform can actually be made out of any block, just so long as it's movable. Now just double check everything looks the same as this and you'll be fine. Okay, so we're going to start making the floor first with glazed terracotta. This could be any colour you like. I'm going with grey because I like it. And this has to be around here so it doesn't stick to these slime blocks. Now you want to put a sticky piston just underneath this observer. If I can get it right. Going up, there we are. And one underneath the other observer. You need to make sure that there's a gap underneath. There we go, just like that. And the observers, you should double check, should be on the top of the slime blocks. Well, at the top, next to the top slime blocks. Now what these sticky pistons will do is they'll pull the observers down and this will switch the direction of the elevator. Now I'm just putting down these smooth quartz blocks here, ready for the redstone. The bottom piston will need to be activated later, so we'll need 2 redstone repeaters there, each set to 4 ticks. Now just put redstone everywhere else, and now if I was you, I would get some glass, and just to make a very easy, quick way up to where we'll place our button. Now our buttons will have to be wooden ones. You cannot use stone, because they do not activate for as long, and the timing as well will be broken. We don't want that, so make sure you grab your wooden button, just to put right here. And now that should be everything done. Now let's decorate it with some more smooth quartz, and this will make up your ground floor. Now a reminder, this is 8 blocks above the where we were building the elevator, where we placed that obsidian. That is 8 blocks below this ground floor. And obviously this could be made out of any block you like. This you don't have to use smooth quartz now that you're away from the machine. And now just double check that you've got it all like this. And obviously when the elevator comes back down, it will be stuck on that obsidian, and the pistons will change direction and send it back up again. The station is complete. Now for the top floor, we can place 2 obsidian where you want the elevator to stop. Now this can be as high as you want it to be, it can be as high as world limit, but you just need to make sure we have 2, one for the slime block side of the elevator and one for the honey block side. So as the 2 obsidian are opposite each other, it will work and catch the elevator perfectly. Now let's test the bottom section. And it's all working perfectly. Now, if you don't want any cool buttons in this elevator, this third part of the video will be the final part for you. And anyway, we can see the prototype I built earlier just over there, and the little catch arms I built for it. Anyway, now we're here, we can actually start building this. Eventually we will get rid of the obsidian and replace it with catch arms, as you can kind of see over there. So that they will all be hidden underground, so we don't need any obsidian at the top eventually. But for now, let's start making the platform. Now you don't need colour terracotta, but you could just carry on with smooth quartz because it's a flush design. You can use it at the top. I kind of prefer stained terracotta though. Again, I like the grey. I think it's very pretty. So you go around with that. If you want to make it like mine anyway, you can actually use any block at the top for the platform. Yep. And another wooden button at the top. like the first time, it has to be a wooden button, it cannot be stone. Now the observers need to be moved again, but back towards the top of the slime blocks. Now you might notice a problem. The actual elevator in itself is in the way of where we might want to put those sticky pistons, so we're going to have to put honey on the side of them. Oh, we're going to have to put obsidian underneath this elevator actually until, so this observer doesn't move any of the pistons actually. So I need to put honey blocks on the observers so that the sticky basically, so that the when they get moved, the pistons moving the observers don't get stuck to the elevator. That's what I'm trying to say. That was more difficult than it had to be. Yeah, I'm just gonna try. Okay, that looks fine. So we're ready to. We're definitely ready to remove the obsidian. Okay. So we want a 4-tick delay for that top piston. Oh yeah, these all have to be sticky. Another reminder for that. Let me double check everything. And then we make this a bit easier for later on, okay? It's the same 4-tick repeater, just one block further back. And when it powers that block in the middle, it will power some redstone on either side that can go to the catch arms, which will be just here. On the right. And we'll want any movable block cannot be terracotta in front of those pistons. We're going to go to the other side and copy it so it's all symmetrical. And these arms will push onto the elevator. And because elevators can only push 12 blocks, those quartz will be the 13th block, so the pistons cannot move and they do the same job as the obsidian and stop it from the elevator from flying any higher, so it's stuck here, which is perfect and exactly what we want. The timings will be slightly inconvenient, and we need this stained glass here actually, just to make sure the push limit is absolutely perfect. So these pistons need to be pushing 12 blocks, so we just need to add another 2. Oh, it's not actually meant to be on the slime. I was meant to put it on the honey. My mistake. Sorry, guys. Let me move that. Yep, on the honey. Yeah. There we go. Okay, now for the redstone. I've double checked everything and it all works so far. So we just need 2 more 4-tick repeaters, again going to those catch arms, but we want no delay going to that lowest sticky piston. We have to link it all up. We want these stairs going up about 4 times, and then just delete the top ones here, and just make it symmetrical. On the top of these there will be some redstone torches just underneath the catch pistons. But first, yeah, let's put our redstone dust just up to those blocks underneath the piston. Now redstone torches. As you can see, they'll keep the elevator in place. Put the dust in below as well. Now we just need the button. Now, like last time, we're going to use glass to connect it up. And it has to be before that repeater, and you just have to go up like this the same. Ladders usually help with this process. I've gone a little bit too high. And you're going to need 1 more sticky terracotta, sorry, not sticky, non-sticky, stained terracotta just underneath the button so it doesn't stick to that honey underneath. Perfect. Finish off the dust, and that is the top section completed. Let me just double check everything is working and I'll come right back. No, it was not working. I actually got something wrong with this lower honey block. That sticky piston was close enough to get caught by the elevator, so we're moving it 1 further away, put 1 more honey block, and to activate, so we can just put redstone dust there, but actually I can make that simpler. Just put 1 stained terracotta there. Perfect. That should fix that problem. And now let me just double check it again to make sure it's all fine. And if it is, yeah, it is all fine, and we can move that, remove the obsidian, and now we can just decorate the platform at the top. Again, I'm using smooth quartz, but this can be any block of your choice, literally any. Maybe not. Just not TNT. Okay, so just a reminder, you don't actually need to add any more, but we might be adding a call button just to make this extra fabulous. But yeah, you could leave the video here and have a perfectly working one. I'm going to show you this prototype I made earlier and why you might want to carry on watching. Because here we have connected up the top and bottom, and you can call the lift even when it's not there at your floor, which makes it great on a multiplayer world. You can, if one person's gone down and you've left someone behind, they can still use the elevator too. So what this uses is a two-way wire, and you can see everything here is working. And the two-way wire, yeah, means that you can press the button at the bottom and it sends a signal to the top station, or you can press the top button and it sends a signal down to the bottom station, if that makes sense. Now each two-way repeater uses 2 repeaters and 2 comparators. In this configuration. Now you just need to make sure that everything, the signal strength actually reaches the button and each of the pistons. Well, the station pistons, if you know what I mean. And glass is extremely helpful in this process. And here you can see I've just taken a line out from the main input, from where the button signal goes, and basically just copy what you see. I've put that one block up just there because if we power that one bit of redstone dust, it's the same distance from the comparator and the repeater. So if we can reach one of those, we know we're reaching both. So now signal strength is 2 away. Now as we place it on the glass, it will be 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7, 8, and you can keep going. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, but I think 13 is probably the best place to actually build the next repeater. So that's, both of those are 13. Now I could go a few extra blocks higher, but this is just safer basically. So again, 2 repeaters facing in 2 different directions. Make sure the comparators and the repeaters in front of them are both facing the same direction. Now we've finished that little extra repeater and you know what you're doing, and you need to remember going 13 blocks up, and now basically you know what you're doing. Just make sure that this goes all the way to the top and connects straight back into the top station, and it will all be fine for you. And now you can see it's all finished and is working perfectly, just like the prototype. Now, if you wanted to add an elevator shaft, you can make one out of stained terracotta, but I would prefer to leave it like this, because I just like how it looks. I also think it kind of reminds me of Gru's secret lair in the first Despicable Me movie, when he goes to meet all the minions. He goes down on his elevator, just similar to this. Anyway, it's up to you whether you add an ugly stained terracotta elevator shaft or not, or leave it like this. All up to you. But anyway, that's the end of the tutorial. I really hope I've inspired you today, and that you can go on and make your own redstone contraptions. And yeah, that's all from me. I'd like to say a big shout out to FedEx Gaming, who makes his own 2x2 piston elevator, which is super cool, and he's a very cool guy. So my hat's off to him. Go check him out. Anyway, that's all from me. Peace out. See you later.